Matt Frevola had a massive win over Atman Azaitar. People were going nuts for him. Steamroller Frevola. Everyone so excited for the Long Island native, the Sarah Longo product, to get a big win at Madison Square Garden. You know, there was a time where MSG was kind of a house of horrors for the New York or New Jersey guys. Not anymore. And a lot of people wanted Matt Frevola in studio. He's not in studio. He's on via Zoom. I wanted Matt Frevola in studio. I actually, I understand Matt even reached out to Connor about coming in studio. And then I got, you're so big time now, Matt, that you don't have time for us little people to come in studio. I feel some sort of way about this.
People are starting to figure it out.
Yeah.
And I'll make my way back to the city soon enough, but I'm back home in Long Island enjoying myself.
I appreciate that. And you deserve that. And congratulations on the win. Can you put into, you were fired up, man. That was a huge moment for you. That was an incredible finish. Outstanding stuff. Can you put into words what that feeling, what that moment felt like for a New York guy to do that at MSG, to get a win like that, a knockout win like that? What did that feel like?
It was amazing. It's the years of hard work. You know, you envision everything, and then it doesn't get better than that. A nice first round knockout at home at Madison Square Garden in front of my hometown, one of my hometown fans. It was amazing.
You put up a poll on your Twitter about, you know, what should you do? The two options were, what were they? Bang or wrestle or something like that. There it is. You will wrestle or you will bang. Bang obviously won by over 80%. And you tweeted, winning vote decides it. This was on November 11th, so the day before the event. And then you retweeted it afterwards saying that you were a man of your word. Was that you? Like that? That was like 20 minutes after the fight that you retweeted it, saying that you were a man of your word. Was that actually you?
Yeah, that was me. I like to think of myself as a man of the people.
Okay.
And I wanted to know what the people wanted. They wanted me to bang, so we went out there and we banged.
And in the midst of all the post-fight madness, you think I need to go back on my Twitter and remind people that I'm a man of the people?
Yeah, you know, I've connected a lot with the MMA Twitter world, and I got to stay connected with them. You know, they have my back, and I got their back.
Why does the MMA Twitter world, you are right, they love you. They were very, very happy for you, and they support you tremendously. Why do you think that they have this connection with you? Why do they like you so much?
I think they realize that I am a man of the people. You know, I'm just a normal kid from Long Island who worked his ass off, and now I'm fighting the best guys in the world on the biggest stage of the world. So, you know, we connect.
And by the way, that first MSG card, the UFC 205 one that I was just talking to Aaron Blanchfield about, where were you when you watched that?
That was Eddie Alvarez and McGregor, right?
Yeah, yep.
I was watching it somewhere, and I was amazed somewhere, and I was picturing myself fighting at MSG that day, and now we've done it twice already.
Yeah, the first one was a draw against Lando Venata at the card headlined by DC versus Derek Lewis. What did you feel after that one? A draw, not a loss, but not a win. Like, obviously, you probably weren't thrilled, but maybe not as disappointed. Like, big show for you, big opportunity, big spot, MSG. Do you remember feeling dejected afterwards, upset afterwards? How did you feel?
I felt amazing after that fight. That's my favorite fight even to this day. You know, I'll remember it was after my UFC debut. It was the first loss of my career. You know, I was an undefeated amateur, undefeated pro at 6-0. Made my UFC debut. Took my first loss. I got humbled, and then we got a huge fight against an experienced guy like Lando at Madison Square Garden. I knew my job was on the line, and then I went out there and I had one of my best performances, one of my greatest fights, and you know, I didn't technically get the win, but after that fight, it felt like a win. It was such a great fight, so I love that fight.
You've had quite the run. Obviously, some real highs, couple lows, right? Probably the McKinney fight would be at the top of that list. How did you overcome that? Because since then you've looked amazing. What did you need to do to get over that? Because I can understand if that was, you know, like a real tough, you know, a tough hurdle to climb over for you.
Yeah, you know, that was a tough one for sure. But, you know, I stayed consistent. I kept my belief. And, you know, I put my trust in my coaches, you know, Ray Longo and my team. We got right back to training. I got right back to improving. I built up my belief, and we tightened everything up. Coach Longo wanted me to box more, wanted me to move my head more. He wanted me to throw the jab more. What I told Coach Longo, make me the next Long Island champion. So what he says, I do, and we're doing it.
Yes, and he has quite the resume. There's been some incredible ones, including the current king at 135, Aljamain Sterling. I love the way you announced this fight. I wish more people would do this. I wish more fighters would just announce their own fights, but you did this in a very unique, entertaining way. It's your pinned tweet right now on Twitter where you announced that you were fighting Atman Azaitar, rocking the Ewing jersey, which I appreciate tremendously. Are you a Ewing fan?
Yeah, I'm not a huge basketball guy, but I go with the Knicks.
Okay, respect. And it's you. We're showing you right now. You've got the chef's hat on. You're in the kitchen. And initially, I was watching. I was like, I wasn't really sure where you were going with it, and then it hit me: the potatoes. This is great stuff. Obviously, the story with him and the bag, potatoes. In Abu Dhabi, he gets fired. He gets brought back. This is your idea, or did someone approach you with this? How did this all come about? Because I thought that this was fantastic.
Yeah, it was a good one. I give a lot of credit to my brother, my twin brother, the cheese roller. He helps me a lot behind the scenes, and he's a funny guy. And we kind of cooked that up together, and we shot it pretty well.
Why is his nickname the cheese roller?
Because we always called him Cheese growing up, and he actually had one boxing fight for Rough and Rowdy, the Barstool event, and we turned it into my bachelor party, and that was his first fight. He knocked some dude out in West Virginia in the first round, and he's the cheese roller now.
Wow, he had a Rough and Rowdy. So what is he? He's 1-0.
He's 1-0.
Wow, is that him back there? No, that's not him.
No, that's the bulldozer.
Oh, that's your dad. Wow, you all have nicknames with the A at the end.
Yeah, that's.
What's your mom's nickname?
Mom Rolla.
Okay. and where did you get your nickname from?
My Uncle Dolzy and my dad. Ever since I was an amateur, I was running through people, and my Uncle Dolzy, David Dolan, he's from Boston. And he had that Boston accent, and him and my dad were just watching. We need a nickname. Steamroller, Frevola. Drop the ER, add the A. It rolls off the tongue, and it's stuck.
It has stuck, yeah. I've been hearing about it for a long time. But you claim New York, right? You're not a Boston guy.
No, Strong Island, New York, Long Island.
And what a decision to walk out to Edwin Diaz's trumpet song. That was incredible. How did the crowd react to it? Did you feel like they knew what you were doing?
Oh, yeah. It was electric in there. The walkout, I envisioned it so many times. And, this was the perfect location for me to introduce that. And, Edwin Diaz, the best closer in baseball. And now you got the best finisher in the UFC, the best closer in the UFC, Steamroller. So it was good.
So you're going to stick with the striking?
Yeah, we're sticking with the trumpets.
The trumpets and the striking. I meant like the striking. So are you big Mets fan?
Yeah, big Mets fan. Grew up a Mets fan, and Mets, Jets, Islanders, and Knicks.
Mets, Jets, Islanders, and Knicks. Which is your favorite?
I'd say Mets and Jets.
Sorry about the Jets. They're such a loser franchise. I'm sorry about that.
This is our year. Come on.
This is your year, really? Your year to what? Finish over 500?
Look at us. Come on. You never would have seen the Jets this high. Are you still bumming about those Bills? The Jets beating on the Bills?
Listen, it's okay. I mean, if you want to claim a win that was, clearly cheating, pass interference on the last play, injuring Josh Allen.
Come on. Not on sauce.
Yeah. I'm a little salty about everything going on, but it will all rectify itself. Of those teams, which championship would mean the most? Because Mets, Jets, you said Islanders, right?
Yeah.
And Knicks. So you've never experienced any of them winning a championship, unless you weren't around in '86. So which
nope.
Which one would mean the most?
It has to be the Mets.
Wow.
We've been through the ups, we've been through the downs, but now we got the best owners in baseball, the Cohens. Steve and Alex Cohen. I actually got to meet them at the Mets game this season. Yeah, it was unreal. And you know, they gave me the blessing to walk out to the trumpets,
You
and the
asked them?
Cohens are going. Yeah, I told them, and they gave us the blessing, and now the Cohens are going to lead us to a World Series championship.
How did you meet them?
So they gave us tickets and they gave us field access, and I met Alex down on the field. She invited us up to the Cohen suite, and you know, as soon as I walk in there, I open the door, I see Ralph Macchio watching with his family. I
Wow.
like had just I just finished like Cobra Kai, and so I'm like, oh man, Danielson's here, so that was cool. And you know, we got to watch a Mets game in the Cohen suite. It was a dream come true.
And so when you're like, how did you get invited? You said you got field access. Like, how do you have a relationship with the Cohen family?
No, the cheese roll again. They linked up with Pete Hoffman. Shout out to Pete Hoffman, and they hooked us up, and then you know, we finagled our way up there.
Look at you! Wow. And Steve Cohen, cool guy.
Oh, he was super cool. He talked to us for a while, and we got a picture with him. And
You should have invited him to MSG to the fight.
Oh, I did. Don't worry. We sent them steamroller shirts. They had their steamroller shirts on, and
I love it. I love it. Another thing I was interested in was curious about was I believe after the fight you posted your Venmo profile for drinks. Did anyone help you out there? Did you get any money?
Yeah, a lot of people did. A lot of people
really
gave me some money for some drinks. So I was drinking beers on the people. You know, man of the people. I was drinking beers for the people. That's what I do.
Could I ask? And we're showing your profile right now in case anyone wants to. I'm assuming you're still taking, you know, beer money. If all right. How much did you get?
You know, I was around like $700. So I'll take that. You know,
that's incredible. That's amazing.
I know, right? $10 here, $20 there. It was pretty cool.
I love that. Wow, way to go. Twitter's not such a bad place. It's currently burning to the ground. I don't know if you know this. Elon Musk is burning it as we speak, but I guess for the next few months, it could still be a good place, at least for you. Maybe you have different thoughts on what's happening to Twitter. I feel like it's burning to the ground. Hey,
you know, it's been good to me.
Yeah.
So
it's a bunch of fake, you know, I don't know if anyone made a Steamroller fake account yet, but it's coming.
Not yet, but they're welcome. They're welcome to start a Matt Frevola's Red Beard account.
It is a nice beard, by the way. And what about this Paddy Pimblett fight? Do you think you got a chance of, you said, you know, whatever happens, obviously he's fighting another good New Yorker, good guy from New York, now living in Florida, of course, Jared Gordon. But this seems to be something that you want. Do you think you have a chance of getting it?
Oh, yeah, we will fight. We will fight, you know, down the road. And hopefully it's in London in March, because that lines up perfectly for me. You know, I don't see the UFC going to London and not having Paddy on the card. So me and Paddy makes sense. It's a fight for the fans. And, you know, he brings an energy and atmosphere to the fight game that I love, and that it meshes very well with the team rollers. So the team rollers want to be involved in that kind of fight. So that's what we got to do.
And is this a personal thing for you, or is it just, you know, he's a big name, you want to knock him off?
No, it's not personal. He seems like a cool dude. But, you know, I want to beat him up.
Simple as that. You think he beats Jared Gordon?
No, I think Jared Gordon stuffs him in a locker. Like I think Jared's probably going to beat him up. But win, lose, or draw, you know, even Paddy gets beat up by Jared, his next fight in London's still going to be huge. So, you know, Jared's going to stuff him in the locker. And once he gets back out, I'm going to stuff him back in there.
And you'd still want to fight him even if he loses convincingly?
Yeah, definitely.
Interesting. All right. Well, I hope you get that. Also, I saw on your social media you doing that famous BJ Penn workout where you're holding the medicine ball underwater. How difficult is that? And how many of those can you do? How many reps of those?
Man, that was actually a lot of fun. That was the Deep End Fitness in Las Vegas. Coconut Bombs. Malky actually runs that. Maki Coconut Bombs. And I went there and did the deepwater training with him. I was a little nervous about going the whole length of the pool, but we did like breathing exercises and really, built the confidence, built the deepwater, fitness, and it was awesome.
And how many times can you go? Like, can you just do one trip to the end of the pool without going, without having to go back up for air? How many times can you do it?
I only did once, but I think I could probably get twice.
Yeah, I think you could do twice. I wasn't sure if that was a pool on Long Island. I don't know if they have anything like that over there.
No, that was in Vegas.
Okay. Maki Patolo.
Yep.
Yeah. When do we want to come back?
March. I'm
that's the goal.
Rest of this. Yeah, the rest of this year, I'm going to be helping my team. I'm going down to Tampa after Thanksgiving to finish camp with Billy Q, who's got his big fight with Alex Hernandez December 10th in Vegas, and then going to finish camp with him, and then go to Vegas with him to corner him. And just so happens, Paddy's on that fight too. So, it'll all line up. I'm thinking finish the year helping my team, get into fight camp in January, February, and then by March, somebody's due to get steamrolled.
Billy Q, big Bills fan.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys.
I was breaking his balls all week.
I bet you were. See, that's what I'm talking about. Classless Jets fans. Instead of just being like, hey, congrats on a good game. We'll see you. I think it's December 11th or something like that. Why do you got to break balls? I don't get that.
Listen, we take our wins when we can, and we make the most of it.
By the way, will you continue to walk out to the Diaz trumpet song from now on, considering how good this was?
Oh yeah, it's stuck. It's definitely every fight. If a song sticks, it stays. So this one's definitely staying.
Yeah, I agree with that. And one day down the line, do we want another crack at Terrence McKinney?
Yeah, 100%. That's definitely a fight that I need to get back because we didn't really get the fight.
Right.
He came out. He threw a perfectly timed and placed 1-2 and got me. And we're due to run that one back for higher stakes.
All right. Well, I hope you get the Paddy fight. Hope you get another crack at Terrence. Congrats on the win, and I hope that you continue to announce your fights with those, with those great skits that you post online. It's good. It's different. It's the way it should be.
Good. Yeah, I will. I love showing who I am and having fun with everything and going out there and putting on banger of fights.
Well done. Well, you did that on Saturday. Congrats on the win. Enjoy it.
Thanks, Ariel. Nice finally talking to you.
Same here. Looking forward to the next one. Next time, come in studio, all right? There he is, Matt Frevola, the steamroller, getting the big win on Saturday against Atman Azaitar.